All right, let's wind the clock all the way back to 2003, a year that feels like a lifetime ago. But for gamers, it was a golden era. The internet was dial-up, so you had to choose between chatting with friends online or letting your family use the phone. Phones had satisfying, clicky buttons, and texting was a real workout for your thumbs. And RPGs, oh, they were absolutely smashing it. Whether you were gaming solo or with friends crowded around a chunky CRT TV, these games brought people together. Today, I'm counting down the top 5 RPGs of 2003, my personal picks for Game of the Week. These are the titles that made my year, and maybe yours too. Ready to get a hearty dose of nostalgia? Grab your memory cards and let's dive in. At number 5, I've got Disgaea, Hour of Darkness. This was the game that made you rethink what a tactical RPG could be. This quirky tactical RPG from Nippon Ichi came out of nowhere and just exploded onto the scene. It was weird, wild, and totally addictive. Insane damage numbers, hundreds of hours of gameplay, and prinnies, those exploding penguins, what's not to love? The humor was off the charts, and the strategy was surprisingly deep. If you like deep, silly, strategy-heavy games, Disgaea's your jam. It's the kind of game that rewards creativity and a little bit of madness. Coming in at number 4, Mario and Luigi, Superstar Saga. This was Nintendo at its most playful, bringing RPG mechanics to the Mushroom Kingdom in a way we'd never seen before. Nintendo absolutely nailed it here. The game was bursting with personality, and the writing was genuinely hilarious. The witty banter, the action-based combat, and the Mushroom Kingdom charm. Seriously, when's the last time an RPG made you laugh out loud? The timing-based attacks kept you on your toes, and the puzzles were clever without being frustrating. This one had me grinning the whole way through. It's a must-play for anyone who loves a good adventure with a side of laughs. Number 3 is for the old-school crowd, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. If you were a fan of the original Tactics, this was a dream come true on the go. Sure, it's got the Final Fantasy name, but the snowball fights, the laws, the job system, pure tactical goodness on the Game Boy Advance. The customization was endless, and every battle felt like a new puzzle to solve. I must have sunk an embarrassing number of hours into this one, if you know you know. It was the perfect game for long car rides or late-night marathons under the covers. Now for number 2, it's Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. This was the RPG that made you feel like you were living your own Star Wars saga. BioWare created a masterpiece. The writing, the world-building, and the freedom to shape your destiny were next level. The story, the choices, the lightsaber action, it's everything a Star Wars fan could want. You could build your character, make tough decisions, and see the galaxy react to your every move. You could be a noble Jedi or go full-on Sith, and the twist, legendary. It's one of those moments that still gets talked about today. If you missed this back in the day, do yourself a favor and check it out. It's a classic that set the bar for RPG storytelling. And finally, my number 1 RPG of 2003, drumroll please, The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. This game was pure magic from start to finish. Okay, I know, some of you are going to say it's not a traditional RPG, but hear me out. The sense of growth, the epic quest, and the character progression are all there. The sense of adventure, the progression, the puzzles, it's all there. Every island felt like a new world to explore, and every dungeon was a test of skill and wit. Sailing that vast, cel-shaded ocean felt absolutely magical. The freedom to chart your own course and discover secrets made it unforgettable. Wind Waker took risks with its art style, and it paid off in spades. The visuals are still stunning today, and the soundtrack is pure nostalgia. These 5 games weren't just great for their time, they're still worth playing now, whether you're a retro fan or discovering them for the first time. So there you have it, my top 5 RPGs from 2003. These games defined a year, shaped a generation, and still hold up today. They're the kind of experiences that stick with you long after the credits roll. Which ones did you play? Which ones are you desperate to revisit? Drop your favorites in the comments and tell me what you want to see next. Let's keep the nostalgia train rolling. Thanks for coming on this nostalgic journey. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some old saves to dust off. Cheers.